Spotifyers.
Hey everybody, sorry about that stupid commercial that kicked in there. My Spotify Premium decided just to kick me out today, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed as well. But anyways, we're back at it with the art stream. So tonight, just chill. To recap, let's see here. I think this is just, yes. Alright, so for those of you just joining us, let me make this a little bit bigger. This is World of Warcraft, and I decided to build the World of Warcraft in 3D. The goal is to eventually build the entire thing, to texture the entire thing. I would like to take it into something like, I don't know, Unity or a rendering program to render some nice shots and maybe get some particle effects going, like this fireplace. See that? Get something like this going on. But pretty much, let me minimize this again real quick. Looks like a good size. We ran around the building, and based on the height of my character and the height of actually a friend of mine's character, just started kind of figuring out the size of everything and how and its relation to other objects. So, you know, okay, well, if we say that this step is, I don't know, 10 inches high, then, you know, this is 10, 20, 30 inches. And then if that's 30, you know, if the, you know, is this two heights of the staircase wide, and, you know, is that then 20 inches? And that's just how we've been kind of figuring this out. I ran around in the beginning and kind of came up with this floor plan for the first floor. And so far we've done the front room, pretty much this grand, this great room with the fireplace, the staircase, and now we're up to this landing and the kitchen. So tonight what I hope to do is finish out the bar, the kitchen, get the stairs going down, maybe the basement mapped out, or at least we'll probably jump back into Photoshop here once we get the modeling portion done to draw then a floor plan for the top and bottom, the second floor and the basement. So that's where we are. Let me minimize that. Just make sure everything looks all right. Okay. Let me grab my character. She's got a lovely hat on right now, but sadly I've got to remove that just so she can match the night elf in our model that's kind of peeking up over here. Where to start? It's always hard finding a point to start, But then once I get rolling, it's actually really hard to find a point to stop. So, I'm stuck in a wall. Alright, let's see here. We've got the windows over there. So we still need to complete the railing here. Window, lighting fixtures, the table. Do we want to finish out this little nook before moving over here? Or do we want to start over here? Actually, you know what would probably be helpful? I was gonna say, if we build one of these chairs, that might be helpful. Oh, I don't know. Also let me know how the volume is again. If music needs to go up or down. And yeah. It's tough because I'm trying to remember what I was using as a unit of measurement. I know each one of these pieces of wood is about 2 foot wide, I think is what I determined. So we can figure out where the edge of this bar is. It's just figuring how deep it is. Oh well. I guess we'll start over here. Let me know if you want me to make the World of Warcraft window any bigger, but I guess we'll just hop right into this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and some boards. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and some with a little bit on the edge. So there's that little bit. Little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna hold down or click Control to see that little plus sign. I'm gonna use Control in order to copy this. There's 5, and then that'll be our and some. So let me go ahead and grab these. And we'll just do this. So might be easier to look on this wall too. Just see that our bar is probably going to start maybe 1'6" off the edge of that window. Sure. And deep wise, let's try 4'6". It might be too small, but we'll see. Let me know if you have any questions as we go along. If you can't see a specific tool or how I use it, I'd be glad to let you know what I'm doing. So we agreed that it was and some, this little bit on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a little bit. Maybe we'll go about midway. Let's see how that looks. Because why not? Let's see, how tall is this? It is pretty much in line with the bottom of that window. We can always put my character right next to it and see where it comes up to on me, and then in here grab me. That seem about right? Or you think that's a little tall? It comes up about to my wrist. I think that'll work. Thick-wise, let's see. Ugh. Hey, Em. Happy birthday. The tavern's made so much progress. Yes, well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to do it actually in a while now, because of just the holidays and everything. But now I'm back. Let's make this 8 inches. It might need to be more. Yeah, let's make it 1 more. We'll roll with a 9 for now. But yeah, so the last stream I did, it was 8 hours long, just because I wanted to get done as much as I could before heading out for the holidays. But yeah, thanks for the birthday. Happy birthday. I have to celebrate it while I can. The weekend's coming to a close. But yeah, so we've completed the entryway. The windows need all the details outside, but the fireplace, the entry, and actually in here you can walk around, but I'm just gonna pan. We've got our little front part of the inn here, complete with barrels, fireplace with all of its slightly angled edges. That was annoying. And then how it cut through the building. The stairs were the worst. These are the absolute worst. Come on. I apologize about the Spotify. I had premium and I don't know what happened. But yeah, the stairs and how they go up. It's just tough because I know visually how these were supposed to work in the space and how everything was supposed to line up, but since we don't have measurements, I had to guess on, okay, well, maybe it's, let's see here, what did I end up with? 10.5 inches tall and 1'3" and 15/16 like deep. And then like, how does that pan out if you consistently do that with the landing and all the way up, and is it as tall as you need it by the time you get to that step? Oh, that was a big pain in my butt. Still not, I feel like it's still not 100% accurate, but it's good enough. Is it? No, there's still another advertisement. Dang. Literally, wow. You're too funny. But yeah, I'm doing well. I had a really good birthday weekend. Spent it with a lot of good friends of mine. They surprised me, as you saw on Discord, I'm sure, or Instagram, my story. We had a blast at medieval times on Friday. I was dubbed queen, so I'm queen for the weekend at least. And then today and yesterday, just been kind of chill, which is needed, you know, after quite a long Friday. We ended up going to a video game bar afterwards, which was fun. So yeah, but how are you? I saw that you've been on Overwatch this weekend. How's all that going? All right, let's see here. Trying to see how far back this underside goes. It's probably about just over half, you think? You know what? I'm gonna make it a separate shape. And then is it flush on the back? Yes, it is. You'll notice I like round numbers, so instead of just clicking a random spot, I'll type in 1'4", 1'6", 1'7.5", just so it's something that's not like and 15/16. And then I know the top of the table overhangs. So we were counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and some is what the bottom one is, but just design kicking my butt. No, as always. Overwatch kicking your butt too? No. I feel you on that though. I played Overwatch the other day and I haven't played it in a long time. It was rough. I placed in silver in DPS and that hurt. That hurt really bad. I placed plat, low plat though, with support, so I just got to get back into it. A little bit into that one. Okay. But waiting as long as possible to do my placements to give myself the best chance. Oh, tell me about it. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. One foot 9. Let's see how that looks.
Need help?
It's tough because there's a barrel right there. I'm really tempted to take the pieces I made over here on the fireplace and just use the same ones for over here. I honestly feel like it's the same exact shape, but just smaller. Let's see if it works. Saves us time building something. The thing is, we have to make sure. Yes, see it's a component. If I would have changed this, I would have changed the ones over there. So we need to make it unique. If you hit K while in SketchUp, you can see the lines behind, which allows me to grab this point under the floor. Then I can just hit K again to hide those. But yeah, I feel you with also the design side. Work's been kind of kicking my butt too. Been pretty demanding lately. hey, a new year, a new fresh start, right? Ugh, I want to get down low underneath that table. And I can't zoom in anymore. I think they do sit back from the edge. Yeah, a little bit. Let's see if that looks alright. I might bring this up a smidge. A half an inch. Literally a smidge. You know what? I need to switch this. I'm going to put Spotify there and this over here so I can see the chat more easily. One second. Okay. Okay, okay. You're gonna see your tutor tomorrow, so hopefully that helps. Yeah. It's always a good thing to go get advice. Advice and help is always great. Lord knows I need it. Alright. It is not on the edge, but it is slightly in. If we're looking at our boards, it is about here. So we'll do about 1 foot in from the edge. 1 foot. You can't see it, but behind my Murlocker down here, there's a place where I can just start typing on my keyboard and it will write 1 foot or 6 inches or whatever I type in and hit enter. It's down here in the lower right hand corner. Okay. So let's go ahead. Does it need to be wider? I don't know if it's just perspective, but it looks like the back side of it is wider than the front side of it. Who is this guy?
Hello.
Farley, you're in my way. Along with all your chairs. Just make it a wee bit bigger. I mean, if I really wanted to, I can taper it, but the problem is, like, if I just move this because there's another point right here, it does something strange like that. So for right now, we're just gonna keep it. Is it as wide as it needs to be? Let's make it a smidge wider. That looks good. Okay, let's copy this floor. So we have the widths to work with. Not quite. but it works. Alright, so if this one is about there. I just feel like this is more squat than what I'm showing in here. It's bothering me. Marble tops are in, and we'll give your place a more modern look. All right, so white cabinets and marble countertops with stainless steel appliances. Got it. This one's just under. We've got the rest of that plank, and it reaches into this one. So maybe we'll do 4 foot apart? No. Do 3'6". 3'6". That looks good. And then we'll just do that all the way down. 3'6". Let's see here. It's just so hard to look underneath this dang counter. I can't zoom in anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Is there not one at the very end? I'm gonna pretend there's one. Yeah, it looks like there's one right there actually. Whoop! Right in between those 2 barrels. And these look exactly like these, they're just smaller too, which is great.
When an oil spill hits, the
Ah,
animals and birds, like this little guy.
I feel bad for the little duckies, but I also do not want any commercials. You can submit the end to the developers of World of Warcraft, or Worldcraft, of Worldcraft. Haha. Close. They can put it into the world. Well, the problem is that they already have it. I'm just recreating it. This will be on the Google SketchUp warehouse afterwards, though, for anybody to download in their own models. So, you know, while I'm at work and I feel like putting this in one of my models at work, I'll be able to look it up on the Google warehouse and do so. Alright, it's centered on this. I feel like the overhang here is the same overhang on the other side. 2 1/8. I'm in a piece of furniture. Okay, it's coming along. guess we can grab these barrels. Make unique. Let's see, this tabletop has 1, 2, 3, 4 boards on it, so if we're gonna work with this as the depth, which does it feel like it needs to be wider? This and this, oh yeah. It definitely needs to be deeper. My girl's getting in my way. How far back? I moved the 3 inches, right? Let's see here. 1.1, sure. And the other way, 1.1. See how it changes all of those because it's a component? Alright, girl, you gotta move. I appreciate your help, but I keep clicking you. That seems better. And this feels tighter. We can always move the table back a smidge too. I'm gonna make this a group, not you. Let's move it back. Maybe 3 inches. What? Let it redo group. 2 inches. Perfect. Okay, so what I was pointing out before was if this table has exactly 4 divisions, we can do half, half, and half. And we can see that this guy is just, the feet are just under 2 of those. So we can check this one out. Also, let's make him straight. I think that's actually scaled pretty well. So there's one. You wouldn't happen to be able to guild invite? Honestly, not sure. How do I do that? I'm a part of a guild now. I don't know how to invite somebody to a guild. There you go. That looks cute. Oh, they want to chit chat. I can't really talk. Okay. Let me click back into game. Slash G. Hey. Can someone invite Puppy Slinger? It's Silas. Sorry everybody, look, I have World of Warcraft open and people in there I'm actually doing an art stream at the moment, so I can't talk, but I just asked the guild. Guild, jeez. There he goes. Okay, good. He got the invite. What the heck name is that? Thanks, talk to you soon. Okay. Anyways, I'm not playing World of Warcraft. I'm building World of Warcraft, so let's continue to do that. I kind of want to make my WoW screen bigger, so bear with me here for a second. Looks good. It's so hard sharing my second screen and keeping chat up and all of that. Alright. Let's take one of our barrels here. Well, actually no, we're gonna have to recreate this one. It has less sides. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides, I believe. Yes. So right now I'm just changing my perspective so I'm more top down. This is like a floor plan. I'm gonna use my K button to kind of see what I've got going on underneath that counter. So we're gonna do circle, but we're only going to ask for 6 sides to create that shape that we need. And we know at its widest part it's still under this counter, so the smaller part. Let's actually make a square real quick from here to there. And we know that's kind of the space in the corner. So then, yup. I'm about to just turn the music up in the game. So maybe this is our small side. Is 7 inches. And then we'll get, that's not a square. Oh. We'll offset that 3 inches. Alright, so in order to make this guy, I'm going to take this, bring him to the ground. So this is why I feel like my counter needs to be more squat. It's because the width of what we're giving this guy versus his height. Let's pop back into perspective. So we're thinking this is the top of the barrel and the bottom of the barrel. So let's go ahead and make them as high as 2'6". Sure. And then we'll take this outer ring and bring it to the center. This is looking a little tall. It's okay, we'll squish it once we're done. And this is only gonna have, how many sections does this have? 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna do an arch, and we're gonna click 3, hit enter. We're gonna go from this center point to this center point and bring it out on the red. Come on, yes, the red to here. Oh yeah, this is way too tall. But like I said, we can squish it once we're done. Erasing unnecessary lines. say, hey, you see that path? We're gonna go tools, follow me, and click that to get that shape. Close off the top. Delete. And I'm noticing... do you think they're even? Same. Yeah, okay. So now we can make it bigger to fill up this little area under here. So it's not sticking out. So this is where we can go back to camera, parallel camera, standard views top, and hit K. Be able to see our shape beneath to understand. Actually, let's go view hidden geometry. There we go. We can see where it is compared to the counter and how far it's sticking out. And its placement. Let's reverse these faces. Now this texture is round compared to the edges, which are square. So we are going to draw a center line and then actually draw a circle. We'll make it smooth, so 100 sides. And it gets pretty close. Jeff! Hey! Oh my gosh, 7 months? Jeez Louise. Thank you so much. Happy birthday weekend. Thank you. I should have put little birthday hats on my emotes. I got on my Murlurker. But thank you so much. How are you? Also, what is your name on my server again? On WoW? Doing pretty good. How about yourself? I'm doing pretty well. Had a nice, fun, busy weekend, so just kind of having a lazy day today. I just haven't been on in a while. I mean, I can go back and rewatch the do you call it, the stream. I have a pending friend request, and I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring somebody I actually know. Oh, okay, Krim. Okay, yes. It's not you. I don't know why it keeps making these surfaces look strange. See what I mean? It's almost like building a surface on a surface. I don't know. I don't want my geometry to get all whack. You know what? A lot of this can be achieved through textures. I'm not sure what the best way to go about that is. So it still looked a little too tall. I don't know why the shape is so smoothed out. It's kind of being weird. Did I do 0.8? Does that look better? Oh, I don't know. Problem is, I don't know what this measurement is now. Yeah, shape's being really weird. What is going on here? It's really hard to see stuff under this table. Okay, I think we're gonna leave that as is for right now. I feel like it looks weird without textures, but I mean, I think that's how many faces this guy has. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Something just feels off about him, but again, we'll fix it another time as I obsess over it. Okay. Let's make the shelf. Alright, so let me put me standing right next to it. So height-wise, the bottom of the support, oh my gosh. Bottom of the support comes about up to just above my shoulders. So 6'3" is the bottom of that. And then to the tippy top of it, there's the door, my head. Maybe it's 9'6". That looks good. Is that its height? And also it comes out to honestly about that board. Let's do 24 foot even. And it actually might need to get taller. Or like I'll just make it taller. And 1 foot thick. Raise it up another 3 inches. Okay. Alright. Depth. It doesn't come out all the way, but just about. So if it comes out all the way, we're looking at about 7'1½". So if it doesn't come out all the way, but most of the way, how does that look? 5'6"? That looks about right. Pretty sloppy with my controls tonight. I apologize. board, a full board. Is about where that starts. I feel like from here to here is more than what I'm showing in my model. Sure. And width-wise, it's just wider than one of these boards, which I have at 2'4". So we'll make it 2'6". It might be more like 2'9". We'll do 2'9". So, again, we can split the shelf in 4 sections just to give us a better idea of where this is going to intersect. So there's our midpoint, another midpoint, and another midpoint. And so this is about say 3'8". And but yes, Jeff, thank you so much for the sub. I can't thank you enough. I feel bad. Half the time I'm used to being able to communicate with my face through the camera of just smiling, looking over, and all that, but no camera today. Somebody just leveled. 1'3" is what I'm gonna roll with that. If that's 1'3", should this be 1'3"? Sure. I'm just gonna connect them for right now. I know that's not the angle that we're looking for because it's more of something like this. Have more of a dramatic angle and then a shorter angle. So this angle looks like it should match this angle. That looks a bit too steep. Forgot this was a box. Guess we'll do maybe this side first. Interested in SM library run. Need 2 DPS. Oh, I wish. That actually does sound fun right now. Alright. It does look like it comes to be about midway into this one. And does that line up fairly well with this guy? This is starting to look alright. It's kind of a little offset. Maybe there? That looks good. All the way through. Come on. Wait, why am I not allowed to? Thank you. I was gonna say. That's strange. You're good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy, a little out of it tonight. I had more energy. Maybe I spent it all on League of Legends today. I was proud of myself. I was doing much better. I got a couple S minuses. So, yay. Excuse me. I'm also like level 15, so. And I think they do just go straight back. I think it's just an illusion that they get wider. We can always play with that later. Does that look too wide? Perhaps. Let's shrink it a smidge. I guess we can see how wide one is compared to moi. Oh my gosh. This is almost as wide as my shoulders. Yeah, I think that's good. Perhaps still a little too wide. Sure. Let's make component and figure out how far to space these guys. Alright, so one is smack dab in the center. And the others are, how far did we set this off the side? 1 foot 10, so we'll just do that on this side. Bring it to the end and bring it in 1 foot 10.
Patrick Mahomes here to tell you Head and Shoulders is
Nope.
great offense for your hair.
This is not brought to you by Head and Shoulders. And it looks like, whoop, my head's in a wall. Do you think the barrels up here are the same exact size as the ones down here? We can see. Capital One Venture card. Nah. Thanks though. They kind of look a little bigger. But they might look bigger just because I don't have these massive beams in yet. And the ceiling is still a decent amount above them. Maybe my shelf's a smidge too deep? No, you know what? They do look bigger. We'll say it's bigger. Make unique. You think it's one of those? One of the big ones? No, I still say it's an in-between size. I don't know, Jeff, what do you think? Is it just an optical illusion because they're darker? It might be the same size. I mean, that hits my head exactly. I mean, pretty well. Maybe it could get a smidge smaller. Alright, we're gonna take this. We're gonna do this. And we'll come back and make these glasses and pots and stuff like that. We could probably make this really easy because I think it's one of our tables, just much smaller. So maybe we'll make that next. But I think this bar area is looking pretty good. I think it'll start to make sense more when we get these really big pieces in across the ceiling. Those will be interesting. I'm trying to determine how they are shaped. If the whole ceiling is slightly arched or if it's straight. Because they definitely have what looks to be a bow to them. But, I mean, look how strange this is. You would never be able to have this huge of a support beam just end and float in midair. That's too funny. I love how there's just this one little random barrel. Alright, maybe we'll make a chair and a table, because it's the same thing over here, and if we make the chair and this guy, we can populate a lot more of our model. It's all these chairs. Okay, well maybe we'll use this table down here as a good starting point. So, our chair looks to be about... Well, this is much longer. It does fit in snug. However, these chairs do fit just barely. I mean, honestly, it does look like it's cutting into the table here. Let me see if we can see it better over here. Right here. They actually might be slightly wider. I'm only doing that just so it doesn't kick me. Yeah, see? It actually doesn't fit on that side of the table. It comes about halfway into the leg. Okay. So if that's the case, halfway and halfway is where our feet stick out to. That's about 3 feet. And these chairs, they look pretty square. Let's check them out over here. Or do they look longer than they are wider? This could be square, but the back makes it longer than wider. So maybe 3 feet by 3'6". At least it'll give us a start. Our rug needs to get bigger. Let's see how this looks over here. Width-wise. I'd say that's pretty good. A little bit on each side. See, now on this side, the chair is going to be pushed in. so it can sit, you know, far. Let's go ahead and take this rug that we have. Does it have thickness? Oh, it does. Lame. I'm gonna increase it by 6 inches on all sides. And after I do that, I'm going to save. Saved. Okay, well maybe it's not that deep. We'll see though. Alright, so we're going to pretty much build this in all separate pieces. You know, the legs all being one, the bottom being one, and the back being one. Man, these shapes are strange. Bottom square is bigger than the top square. They angle
Patrick Mahomes here to tell you
outwards as well as upward. Okay. My brain's not working tonight. Maybe let's start with our feet. It might go about half. They look about the same width as the bottom of the seat, so they probably go halfway up the legs. So, I guess let's start with a square. Maybe 9 by 9. And then if we make that go halfway up these legs. Those chairs are pretty snug under that table. The top portion of our leg. Oh, they disappeared. Tapers inwards. Move later. So tapers that way. So I think we can do something like this. So if that tapers in and it does taper back, that does look like about 2 inches. Looks more dramatic from the front side than the side. Whoop. we'll start with that as our leg. So we're gonna make that a component. Flipping it along, that actually makes the back leg. You know what? Let's move this guy. It overhangs the front barely. It looks like it's wider in the front than it is in the back, but I think it's it actually might be. Okay. Let's bring these out. One and a half, one and a half, one and a half, and nope, one and a half. It feels pretty large, but I think it's looking all right. So the front's angled back. Let's grab this whole little grouping and move it back for right now. So it looks a little bit wider in the front. Like it angles downwards. Let's do 0.5 going down and 0.5 going up. Okay. Can I make this one angle back? No, I can't. Of course not. Yeah, looks like a good angle. Whoops. I think that's good for the seat. So the back does sit in ever so slightly. So let's offset this. 1 inch look good? Maybe 3/4. But it's closer to the back though. Wonder if I can move this way. 0.25 inches. There we go. If I build a rectangle off of this, it's not going to be straight up and down, but it will align, I guess, with this surface. I'll make it 6 inches. I'm just afraid it's gonna look too thick. These chairs do look deep. Alright, let's get my model over here. Put myself down by this chair. See how tall I am. Oh, puh. All right. About up to my belly button. I've got different armor on. 2 foot. 11, I guess. The top is almost as wide as the bottom. So, ooh, those feet stick out more. Might have to end up moving them. Yeah, let's move the feet real quick. You know, even though the back tapers, it looks like the feet don't. They almost stay square. Oh, I can't push him up and down? Oh, shoot, man. Let's try 5 inches down on the side to the midpoint. On both sides. I knew it. No, no. I wanted to... Let's see how we can do this. It's not the same front and back. So we'll just do 5 inches down and across and connect. And I should be able to delete these. Oh, come on. Which point do I need to bring up and how? Alright, let's give this a whirl. I'm gonna hit save real quick. And I'm gonna explode this. Intersect faces with selection. And then just delete everything. That seemed to have worked. Shape looks good. You know what? I don't think that pitch is that extreme. Can we just move this up and down? Not without consequence. You know what I can do? I can probably squish the whole thing. And then drag the bottom down that much. No, it created a break in the front. So pretty much what I did right there was I just manipulated the shape and repeated what we had just done. And I hope it works. It's a weird shape. Geometry doesn't like what I just did. Look at that, see? Okay, view hidden geometry. Let's get rid of some of these kooky lines. They're just gonna mess things up.
Patrick Mahomes here to tell you Head and Shoulders is great.
Oh, come on.
Beneath the tide, those blood-soaked
Oh, come on.
shores of Calendor, where sailors fought and died, the admiral fell at Paramore because she left his side.
King's daughters to the side. So it looks like my table needs to overhang more on all the sides, because this comes out to about here on the chair. And this looks more dramatic. Mm.
I heard across a moonlit sea the old voice warning me. Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. Beware, beware
Shoot. Why didn't that
of me.
go straight across? There we go. Does that look more accurate? Ooh, good idea. We can see. Oh, I was gonna say a chair compared to a floorboard. The width. How much do I have these at right now? Let's pick this up and put it over here at the edge of this table. So instead of making the table stick out further, I'll probably move the legs in further. So our chair might be just a smidge wide. That looks better. I think that looks better proportion-wise. Alright, now let's look at these tables. Oh no! It's lame. So if we move them in, oh, this way. No, 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 that way. Okay. We'll try 3 inches to start. So if we do those 3, we have to do these 3. And if we want to keep them completely square, we should move them in on the sides 3. You know what? I'm not gonna do that though. I'm gonna do them 1.5. And 1.5. These somehow got moved down. Whoops. One foot. Yeah, I knew I messed that up. Alright, there we go. And now we can push our chair in further. And that looks better now too. So these tables should have changed too. Yep, see? Easy peasy. Well, I think we've created our chair. Now let's copy and paste the heck out of it, shall we? Okay, let me crack my back. And then I think here at 10:30 we're gonna call it if it takes us till then. We'll just populate it with the chair and call it a night. Just realized those tables aren't touching. I'm gonna have to make those all lopsided in the future. I did not put the song on my playlist. these. Whoa! Are pushed in. Coming along. What I could probably do is just grab these chairs all spaced out as is and copy them over like that. I don't know why they're not centered. Is it just this one's that's not centered? Yeah. Oh, come on. This is the chair that we liked, and we weren't in it when we changed the proportions. So these don't matter. I'm actually gonna do this and just pull it off to the side. There we are. Now let's check the spacing out compared to in here. Looks just about right with how far away that chair is from the wall. Might be a little tight over here. Yeah, it's a little tight. Our tables look like they could get a little bit... No, not really actually. Uh-oh. WoW is being super laggy. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Gonna grab that, and I'm gonna shrink it even a little bit more. And then I was probably right with this rug before I increased it by 6 inches on all sides. Yeah. Just had to make the chair to fit. And this rug is the same as that rug? I believe so. Looks pretty centered in this area with the chairs kind of hanging off. Where's the center mark? Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we have to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs. There's one pretty much centered right behind this guy up here. One to his right. This one's right up against the wall. It's pretty much where that guy is. But further up. Oh, I was like, this is bothering me. That's underneath there, but it's hitting the leg here, but the rug is not straight. It's sitting back behind the corner. Hits this one a little further up, so... That looks about good. And we got another one here, but this one's turned just a smidge. Is this one another 45er? I don't think it's as dramatic as 45.
Patrick Mahomes here to tell you Head and Shoulders is a great offense for your hair.
And I'm Troy Polamalu, head and
Man, my computer's being really laggy right now. think that looks better. Alright, we've got 2 chairs here and a grouping of chairs here, and then we'll be good for the night. Subbing Rex! Oh my gosh. Hey, 11 months straight. Jeez Louise. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you so much. Oh, I get CP. Oh, happy end of your birthday weekend. All hail the queen. Yes, queen. Thank you so much, Rex. I hope you had a lovely rest of your weekend too. Rex helped make my birthday special. Watched me become queen. It was a really fun weekend. is up with my computer, man? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Little weird angled chairs. Tops of the chairs look angled in, but oof. Maybe it's more of the bottom of the chair is angled out. Let's see what I can do real quick. I think 1 inch is dramatic enough. It's tough because this is slightly higher, that's slightly lower. Like, this geometry is just really complicated even though it looks pretty simple. I don't know if I can simply just make it wider. Is it really worth it? Wow, my World of Warcraft is hating me right now. Let's look at the back of a chair. I mean, they are pretty tapered. Maybe not that dramatic, but 1 inch at the bottom would make it more more accurate. So here, this is what I think we're gonna do. Kind of like how we messed with the top of the chair. We're going to increase this by scaling the whole thing. So we'll do 1.04 by 1.04. And then we're gonna create the shape. computer's not being too great right now. Do we do, what, about an inch? And go straight up. Straight to the side. And down. We're gonna create our piece that we're gonna want to use to cut it out. Bless you. And then we're gonna extrude that all the way. And we're gonna have to make it bigger. And angle it. Actually, probably just angling it's gonna work. Let's see. I hate it when you think you have it snapped and then it just jumps to something else just because.
When Jonathan was only 10
No.
years old,
His dad, we will never know. Okay. Wow, my computer is just jumping. And this side, we'll just have to grow. Okay. Perfect. Not really. Shoot. Can we just... I don't know why this is being so complicated. One point oh three. 1.03. 1.03 and 1.03. Is there still going to be a line on the other side? No. Okay, good. Okay. See, when I said 11 or 10:30, I really meant 11. Okay. Now that we've got our shapes on both sides, I'm going to save this. And we're gonna hope that cutting with these shapes is gonna give us the end result that we want. So, explode. intersect faces with selection, and let's see what happens when we start deleting. Haha! I have an angled side. Alright. And then let's shrink it just a smidge. 9, 8. Point 98. Point 98. Point 005. Voila. I might move these feet out just a smidge. Also, these chairs aren't touching the floor. Good to know. Oh, you know why? Because I had them touching my rug? Question mark. I guess I have my tables up on the rug, so move these up on the rug like that, and make sure that all of these are sitting on top of the rug. Oh my gosh, there we go. That looks better. Alright, I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna do our last chair grouping and call it a night. I gotta get back into Maya. I do. I gotta get back into Maya. I have to learn Rhino and I have to learn Revit, because Revit is the golden ticket in our industry right now. Alright, last grouping of chairs. Three and three, are they pretty? They're not exactly across from each other, but we'll get it. Are these touching the ground? Yes. It's actually pretty good where I just randomly stuck it in comparison to what's going on here. The golden ticket. It's very true. So you're going to remodel all of WoW. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I would die. However, yeah, something that takes a whole team of people how many years? Yeah, we'll see about that. But, I mean, honestly, like, when you create a game asset though, like this, I mean, you could copy and paste this all over the world. So I know pretty much probably a good number of barrels in the entire game I've already modeled because I modeled one, you know. And texture, oh stop. Are you trying to kill me? I think you're trying to kill me. I can tell you one thing, that bear rug ain't gonna be fun. I've never modeled something like that in SketchUp. I can see the faces, potentially. And then to texture it, so... we'll see about that. We'll get to that later. Oh yeah, there are a bunch of just flat planes with textures on them, for sure. It's not a smooth surface. All this geometry is pretty simple, so it wouldn't be anything too complicated. Excuse me. Ah! My computer's doing weird things. Save, save, save. You're saying this is a square, just not just a square plane. Like he has dimensional ears, you know. He pops up. It blends down into a flat piece. The ridge on his back, I think, ends right where his neck is. So this is flat here, flat there it looks, and then it ticks up. But yeah, the texture's making that look like it has a peak. It's just his head and a little bit of his shoulders that's going to be interesting. Thank you for welcoming me to your inn, sir. My mouse, lost it. There it is. Something's really bogging me down. I think that looks good. And I think that's where we're gonna call it tonight. So today, to recap, we created, well yeah, besides the head, we created the bar, this weird little barrel underneath here. Copied this barrel, made it unique, made it smaller to make all of those barrels. See, and I still can't tell if these are different than these. These might look a little bit bigger, but I'm gonna wait until I get these giant beams across to either make these bigger or smaller. When I get up close to them, it just looks more like an optical illusion because they're darker, but they're the same size. So we'll figure that out. But we also built this shelf. So, whoop. We built this shelf. Ta-da! And we built all of the chairs and kind of made the rug proportionate, to fit. We guess pretty dang close. We still need to go back and edit some of these pieces to make them really true. Like, you see how that's not straight? Nothing straight. These tables aren't straight on the ends, and mine are. So I'll go back, just like how I took a lot of time on the chair and really worked on angling all those sides. I'll go back and do it on the tables and some of these other pieces. But we were able to put chairs around our tables. So we'll do kind of side-by-side views. There's that and that. Looking pretty good. We'll just walk down, look at our chairs from here. There's that. And these two little weird guys on the bigger table. Those around our main table over here. Pretty good. And last but not least, our chairs over here. Whoop, I'm in the staircase. Alright, well, thanks for dealing with all my Spotify issues and just everything issues tonight. And all the lagging. But again, much appreciated. Thank you, Rex and Jeff, for your subscriptions. Renewing them. You guys are just so sweet with your endless support. I love you guys. But I should do this again next Sunday. Game in between. But yeah, until then, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Thank you, everybody, for all the birthday love. It's been a wonderful birthday weekend. Definitely one to remember. And I'll catch you another day this week. So here's one last look at the progress we've made so far in the World of Warcraft Inn. I love you all. You guys are wonderful. And have a wonderful evening.